Irrigation methods. Kuls in Himachal Pradesh. Parts of Himachal Pradesh had evolved a local system of canal irrigation called kuls over 400 years ago. The water flowing in the streams was diverted into man-made channels which took this water to numerous villages down the hillside. The management of the water flowing in these kuls was by common agreement among all the villages. Interestingly, during the planting season, water was first used by the village farthest away from the source of the kuls, then by villages progressively higher up. These kuls were managed by 2 or 3 people who were paid by the villagers. In addition to irrigation, water from these kuls also percolated into the soil and fed springs at various points. After the kuls were taken over by the irrigation department, most of them became defunct and there is no amicable sharing of water as before. Drip irrigation in Kerala. Kerala uses a variety of irrigation systems to improve agricultural production. The most prominent and efficient method among these is drip irrigation system. Drip irrigation is a type of micro irrigation system that has the potential to save water and nutrients by allowing water to drip slowly to the roots of plants, either from above the soil surface or buried below the surface. The goal is to place water directly into the root zone and minimize evaporation. Drip irrigation systems distribute water through a network of valves, pipes, tubing, and emitters. Depending on how well designed, installed, maintained, and operated it is, a drip irrigation system can be more efficient than other types of irrigation systems, such as surface irrigation or sprinkler irrigation. Modern drip irrigation has arguably become the world's most valued innovation in agriculture since the invention of impact sprinkler in 1930s, which offered the first practical alternative to surface irrigation. pH value of water for pollution. Pollution in the Sirsa River of Himachal Pradesh. On October 14, 2020, there was a massive fish kill in the Sirsa River at Sitalpur in Solan district of Himachal Pradesh. Locals of the area, including fishermen, witnessed the bitter incident of hundreds of fishes dying just before them. We can all guess the culprit behind this incident quite easily. Yes, the culprit is definitely the mass pollution in the Sirsa River. Over the past 10 years, the Sirsa River, which flows into the Sutlej River, has been carrying toxic industrial effluents from one of the main industrial hubs of Himachal Pradesh. The river has several villages located along its banks that have been impacted as a result of untreated effluents and toxic water being drained into it by more than 2,000 industrial units in the region. The people are forced to drink and bathe in the polluted water, and the livestock have to graze on contaminated grass along the banks. The pH value of Sirsa River is estimated between 6.64 to 7.55. If the Sirsa River remains untreated, the livestock and even people using that water have a great chance of dying miserably. Pollution in Periyar River of Kerala. Periyar plays an important role in the life of Kerala, as it is the region's source of drinking water, and the river is also used for other domestic purposes. Periyar is a reflection of Kerala's economy because it helps in activities like irrigation, fisheries, and is also used for industries. But the mighty river is definitely not completely safe. The main reason behind this statement is industrial pollution. While the Idukki section of Periyar is struggling with contamination from domestic sewage, Angamali to Kochi is the most industrialized zone of the Periyar River basin. The industry is located in Edayar, Elur area discharges about 75% of wastewater along with industrial effluents and pollutants. The effluents released by the industries have changed the color of the water into deep black. The sight of numerous fishes dead in the water is also common. The estimated pH value of the Periyar River is 7 to 7.6. If untreated, the Periyar River would be in mighty trouble as well. Hydroelectric power projects in Kerala. Periyar Hydroelectric Project. Periyar Hydroelectric Project is erected in the Periyar Lake of Theni district in the state of Kerala in India. The power project is commissioned from 1950 to 1965 with a total installed capacity of 140 megawatts. The basin of power plant is Periyar River. The project status is now functional. The main reservoir where the project is located is Periyar Lake. The hydroelectric region where the power project is situated is Southern Hydroelectric Region. The power station is having one surface powerhouse with a vertical Pelton turbine. Pallivessal Hydroelectric Project. The first hydroelectric project in Kerala was established at Pallivessal, Idukki during the reign of Maharaja Sri Chitra Tirunal Balarama Varma. The Pallivessal electric project was commissioned in 1940. The Kerala electricity transmission system also emerged in 1940 with a 66 kilowatt line from Pallivessal to Thiruvananthapuram. 8 substations were commissioned in 1940. This site has played an integral role in meeting the state's electric requirements for decades. Hydroelectric power projects in Himachal Pradesh. Binwa Hydel Project. The project has an installed capacity of 6 megawatts comprising 2 units of 3 megawatts each. Located near Baijnath in district Kangra, Himachal Pradesh. The project situated 25 km from Palampur and 14 km from Baijnath is constructed at an elevation of 1515 meters above the sea level. This project constitutes a 62-meter long tunnel that connects trench ways in Banukhad and Prahalkhud. The state government has been giving the highest priority for its development, since hydroelectric generation can meet the growing need of power for industry, agriculture and rural electrification. Sanjay Vidyut Pariyojana, located in the Kannaur district, Himachal Pradesh, on the river Bhaba. Sanjay Vidyut Pariyojana is completely underground project with an installed capacity of 120 megawatts comprising 3 units each of 40 megawatts. The uniqueness of this project lies in its underground switchyard, a feature that no other hydel project in Asia can brag about. Completed in 1989 to 1990, the estimated cost was about 1,607 crore. The total length of tunnels, including those secured in after completing this project, is 12 km. Garat, which is also called Himurja in Himachal Pradesh. Himurja in Himachal Pradesh has modified the traditional Garat, which is a water wheel, making it 40% more efficient. The capacity of Garats have been increased in order to make it capable of carrying out more complicated means of commercial production. These water mills have been modified and upgraded to produce electricity up to 5 kilowatt. This upgraded hydropower mechanism can be easily set up in small water streams where availability of discharge is from 100 to 120 liters per second and head is available from 8 to 10 meters. Electricity produced by the upgraded water mill is used by the beneficiaries for their captive use. The power generated up to 5 kilowatt, which is sufficient for electrification of 5 to 10 households within the radius of 300 meters. Not only the water mill owner benefits from the upgraded water mill, but the local communities are provided electricity mainly in winters when the power supply is snapped by heavy snowfall. Water mills do not exist in Kerala. In Kerala, water mills such as Garats is unnecessary. They have various other means of commercial production of electricity such as hydroelectric projects. Hydroelectric projects in Kerala has been successful till date and has provided to be sufficient in terms of electricity needs of the people. Water harvesting in Kerala. Backwashing. Backwashing is a method to regenerate shallow open wells by harvesting rainwater from rooftops. The practice aims to replenish the groundwater table as well as reducing flooding due to runoff water clogging stormwater drains. The coastal regions of Kerala have an abundant natural water source provided through the annual monsoon season, as over 3000 mm of rainwater falls with a period of approximately 120 days. Backwashing provided a solution to utilize this natural source of water. The process of backwashing is quite simple, involving collection of rainwater from rooftops using a gutter or other suitable receptacles that feeds directly into open wells located within the household premises. Water harvesting in Himachal Pradesh. Khatri. Khatris are structures carved out in the hard rock mountain. These are made by specially trained masons of the Himachal Pradesh. These traditional water harvesting structures are found in Hamirpur, Kangra and Mandi districts of Himachal Pradesh. There are two types of Khatris, one for animals and washing purposes in which rainwater is collected from the roof through pipes, and other used for human consumption in which rainwater is collected by seepage through rocks. Interestingly, the Khatris are owned by individual as well as by a community. There are government Khatris as well, which are maintained by the Panchayat. Sources of water in Kerala. Kerala is known for its abundant natural resources, especially water. The state has 44 rivers, 27 backwaters, 7 lagoons, more than 18,000 ponds and over 30 lakh wells. Vebanadu is the biggest lake with an area of 200 square kilometers. Many of the rivers like Periyar, Pamba, Manimala, Achankovil, Meenachil and Muvattupuzha drain out to backwaters. Out of the 27 backwaters, 2 are freshwater resources, Pukot and Shastamkota. Out of the 44 rivers, 41 are west flowing and 3 are east flowing, which are tributaries of the Kaveri river. Of the 44 rivers, 33 are less than 100 km long with a total length of 1577 kilometers. The remaining 11 rivers are above 100 kilometers in length and their total length is 1643 kilometers. 5 major rivers, Periyar, Bharatapuzha, Pamba, Chaliyar and Chalakudi altogether drain 40% of the geographical area of the state. Apart from rivers, backwaters, ponds and wells, springs also contribute to the water resources in Kerala. The non-conventional freshwater source in the northern Malabar is a unique source of freshwater. Kerala also has good groundwater potential. Sources of water in Himachal Pradesh. Just like Kerala, Himachal Pradesh is also abundant in water resources. It is one of the most vital resources in Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh is richly endowed with water resources through sufficient supply of water from the rivers of Chenab, Beas, Sutlej and Ravi. Although the groundwater resources don't prove to be adequate, Himachal Pradesh enjoys rich supply of water through glaciers. Surprisingly, there are about 800 glaciers in Himachal Pradesh and 334 glaciers among this is provided by the Sutlej basin alone. Lakes too are an important part of water resources in Himachal Pradesh. Although numerous small and large lakes exist, only 21 lakes contribute largely to the water budget of the state. Apart from all these, several traditional sources of water also exist in Himachal Pradesh, which include Talai, Khatri, Kul, Garat, etc. Thanks for watching this video.